earlier, that was not an era when, good Jewish boys went off to military.
No.
So where did you get this call to adventure? What enticed you to do something so bizarre as join the military?
Well, when I was that age, it was 63, 60, between the mid 60s, okay, from 62 to 64, 65. At that point, they had the draft. So I knew when I reached 18, I had to go to, second service and all that other happy stuff. And I did all that kind of stuff. I made up my mind. I always, when I was young, I wanted to become a doctor. So I said, well, if I get drafted, I want to become a medic. So I knew, I heard, you think you hear that if you want to become a medic, you need to enlist. Otherwise, they put you in. Remember, this was during Vietnam. So the scuttlebutt was that they drafted you. You was a one-way ticket to Vietnam. So I said, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in. So I got my draft. Now, I didn't tell them to get my draft notes. I went to the recruiting office and I said, this is what I'm going to do. I want to come in, but I want to become a medic. So they sent you for all these tests. And the recruiting sergeant said to me when I came back, he said, don't even worry about it because you've passed the highest, you got the highest marks in all the tests. You'll get what you want. So I took an extra year to become a medic. That was my ultimate vision because I wanted to see what being a doctor would be like. So I went in for 3 years. So I served 3 years. I was what they called at that time RA, regular Army.
At any point in these early stages that you regretted?
No, let me do a retrospect. And this retrospect goes back to the day I got out of the service also, by the way. I was not sorry I went. I always thought that when I was in, I thought it was a great learning experience. The Army doesn't make men, but it teaches you how to grow up. It teaches you how to deal with all kinds of people. Yeah.
Any particular story of mentoring that comes up for you?
No, it was more of a communal, getting along, doing what you need to do. I didn't have a mentor. I didn't. It was a matter of learning how to get along. And I think that was the big thing about it. It taught me how to get along with all kinds of people.
Any other examples of getting along in that environment, that things you gleaned or learned because you had to?
I learned that it's a system. I learned that you could have good times and bad times. If you go against the system, then you're setting yourself up for failure.